you call it in your language?
Ewo.
Eh?
Ewo.
Ewo. In Igbo, it's like you're shouting Ewo.
Could have been.
Yakubu money.
Guys.
Hello.
Really, everybody's in like this. Stop doing that.
I'm different.
No problem.
Outstanding.
Stand out. We are both outstanding girls. Sorry, guys. Well, so you know, topic of the day very serious. Money. So what do you call it in your language, bro?
Hey.
This is how we know. This is how we know people that don't really.
No. I know it's Okubo.
What language is that?
Ijo.
Oh. Explain a lot. Really, Afa?
Ewo.
Eh?
Ewo. Inupe.
In Igbo, it's like you're shouting Ewo.
Yeah.
Okay. Ewo. Inupe language.
Oh, that's
nice.
My own is whatever they said.
No, it's not possible.
I don't know it.
Can you imagine?
Together.
And you're already judging her.
I did not judge, never. So speaking of money, it just feels like when it comes to women and money, the language is spending, girl math.
Yeah.
When I have 2K in my account, no, I break 2K in Jesus.
Amen.
When I have 2 billion in my account, and then somebody, the interest on it is not 200K, I can spend
the 200K and leave.
So yeah, so when it comes to women, it just feels like if you are not actively taking finances seriously, you just end up spending a lot, and there are a lot of things to spend on you.
Yes. I don't want to tell me. It's always something to buy.
Like I can think of like 1 minute silent for the place. Back at it. So now, if you're spending on skincare, you're spending on hair. I have one big I want to buy. When you see me on that week, you know I've made it in life.
Okay.
Yes. And I know it's the same for a number of people here. But let's leave that one now. Let's talk about it. When we were growing up, now they are adults, and you have not seen blood for sick. But seriously, what was the first thing you can remember buying? With your money, with your ad-end cash, bro?
It has to be a fashion item. I've always known that I was that girl, so.
Okay. Really, Apple.
I bought a phone and I saved. Wait now, calm down. You need to ask the year, what phone I bought.
How much it was? Okay.
You did a big deal thing.
Well, yes.
Saving money.
I saved money. I worked for the money. I did not save. I worked for the money. My first salary.
Wait, your first
I did not save it.
Your first salary?
Yes, like the work was just for 2 months. First month and then I bought it.
1 year and 1 year.
That was 2017. And then I bought this what do they call this? This BlackBerry, not the Z10. Is it Q10? Yes, that Q10. Come on. Yeah, that was the first.
My this thing to care machine, my manual machine.
For phone.
This was 2019.
Oh, that's like 6 years ago.
2019.
The first thing I remember. Okay, let me be serious. The first thing I remember buying, not as a kid, like as an adult, was, guess what?
What?
As a kid.
Stabilizer.
For what? For what?
I'm serious.
To stabilize what?
Legit.
But see, I just moved.
You don't want things to burn.
Why?
Wait, no, I'll tell you.
Adult money stabilize your life. Her.
Let me tell you. I just moved into an apartment.
Yeah.
And it was my first ever apartment, staying alone. And I recall that the current was very abysmal. So I bought a stabilizer from a panel.
Well done.
You lost the word.
Smart money woman.
Smart money woman. Because think about it. If the fridge burn,
You have to pay.
so the stabilizer stabilize my life. Not just the electricity.
You stabilize your account.
And so I recall like growing up, my relationship with money has always been I have to make money because my eye is big. And I have to be able to afford all these things. No, seriously, I know that I have to be able to afford all these things that I want because I came to Abuja like 6-7 years ago and I didn't really come to this place
To count.
To come and be counting green
No.
green caps.
So I knew that I had to work hard and apart from working hard, I have to save because if you eat everything that you own, it's like you're eating your seed, the one that you're supposed to tomorrow. So I decided I'm not eating my seed and I started saving, then play and I started investing. I remember that there was this real estate firm then that I was able to buy my own.
Anyway,
But yes, I was saving and investing.
big girl things.
But yeah, now say it again.
Big girl things.
So now I'm just thinking when it comes to like investments, there's a lot of conversation about buying this, buying that. I've reached out to a number of people and sometimes I just get like really confused about what to do. I feel like if it's something that is spoken about in like really normal girl man language.
I wanted to say lay girl. Layman now.
Layman language.
Upload this, my friend. Upload this. So I feel like if it's broken down in lay girl language, we'll be able to like understand investment very well. I recently came across a form of investments that you can pull with your friends or not your friends. But before I talk about that, let's talk about how many of you have done a job before and said she.
Hey! Drum roll, please.
I have forgiven and forgotten.
No, I've not forgiven.
Because I just
It just feels like you're trying to use adult to improve your life, but I'm sorry, after so at the end of the day,
It's not working.
that's not the
this is
right.
what I want to say about now. Let's do that one instead of doing that one. Come on, for your life. So, Vira Properties is giving us girlies the opportunity to own real estate in Abuja. Ask me how.
How, ma?
People are not seeing it yet.
How?
Who will take the mic and tell them?
So, for what I've heard, there's something called fractional ownership
Okay.
that Vira is doing. Now, four of us, we don't even have to know each other, but there will be a property on ground because Vira is that girl.
Okay.
That person, you know,
Clock it.
stop here. And we don't even have to have all the entire amount. You can come and buy units to a particular sum and just own that. So let's say the property, I think the cheapest property they have is about 45 million naira.
Okay.
And you can buy about 10 of us, 10 people can come together. We can do it 4 of us and there will be 6 other people. I don't know how the magic will happen, but I trust that's how it works. And you come with your own, the amount that you have, you can buy a piece of it. So 4.5 million. If you want to buy more than that, 9 million. Bring your money, no problem.
I'm thinking about
Yeah.
5 minutes. How much is that?
I didn't normally calculate.
4.5 times 5.
Mm.
Do the math,
now.
madam. Billionaire. Do the math. 22.5.
People are just 80.
22.5.
Yeah, so me now, like this, as Diane, way cash.
What is that?
How much is money?
What is this?
50%. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay. I'll take 3.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not 5, 3. That's how many
They're
left?
just 2 left.
2 left. 1.
Could have been.
Yakubu money.
No.
You feel it? But you will not die.
Oh my God. Can I say People are not serious.
Okay.
Also, it is sold in percentage. So
10%.
if you want 10%, you have it. Like we now.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Like
We
now that have
we
10%.
don't like too much financial burden. Just decide to buy units for 10%. Can you know that your father is a Christian? You are a Nepo baby.
That you are Gemini's family member.
God bless you. You can do 50% and above. We just split it into the 10% at the end of the day. And instead of us now, since we are 4, I was expecting 6 more people. You can be the 6th person.
That's why I'm taking 5 and. Sorry. That's why I'm taking 5 units. You now take 1.
Wow.
She will take 1. She will take 3.
The disrespect.
Right. If you have more
Disrespect.
that can go round. So if this one that we are sharing now,
We are having just 10%. You never can tell what we have in the next one.
Billy is very towards me and I don't like it. So because I don't like how Billy is treating me now because I feel like I want 5 units, I'll just get angry and walk into the property, Vira property and get my own unit.
Without us.
Without you.
That's the friendship.
You know what? If you leave the one that's worth 45 million for us, there's the one that was 61 million, there's the one that was 65. Just go for the big one. I trust you.
I know.
Trust her.
I trust you.
and then you don't have to know yourselves.
I don't have to go with Gemini. Exactly.
Let me tell you the truth. It's because I know them, that's why I don't want to do it there.
Wow.
So that's one of
Even Jesus will not recognize it. Who are we? Men mortal.
So that one of 65 now. Oh, you both think I have 5 million.
So that means you're also doing the fractional.
I'm doing fractional ownership with them, with strangers. Because Billy now will come and say, Gemini, you're the love of my life. I don't have money this month. And then, no.
Would it be okay for me to come and meet you? Well, Gemini has been my friend for a long time. Do you think it's fine that I sue her?
We don't want that drama.
That's why you don't have to know the people involved as well.
This way and then I go that way.
Don't know yourselves. So the best. Just work in there, go into the office and do right and don't know your partner.
Anyways, so that means that even if you have the money for fractional bits, like a unit, and your friends are being like they want to go to Dubai and you want to do something
This
else.
is not the time for that.
So even if your friends have other investments or other priorities, Vira can provide you other people to complete the purchase of the unit, and then you start making money and your real estate portfolio is not partnership-less.
Now let me bust your bubble.
Busting mama.
I would have said drum roll, but there's no drum. Table roll. The more this property appreciates, the investment appreciates.
Exactly. Imagine sleeping, waking up and making money.
Oh,
So now this is the next question.
Yes, ma'am.
When our portfolio goes to 5 million,
dollars.
how we know?
Okay.
Did you?
Gee, let's go.
It appreciates and then you convert.
We don't do it.
No.
You don't pause this thing.
You convert, Jare.
Okay. 5 million in your account.
Is that what I used to invest or the return on investment?
Whether it's the ROI or the. Well, you know that thing, you see that. Let me not say what to do with it.
Okay.
How far? How we spend?
How much days to set presidency this thing again in this country?
Sit.
Because I want to run for one. I don't want to run for it. I want to buy the position.
Unopposed.
Sorry, this information she just shared is not supported by Nigeria. We have no inkling of what she just said.
And it's Tinubu, I am not trying to dethrone you.
Let's move over to some other people that have some realistic or not so realistic.
Why did you say it's not realistic?
Real.
5 billion. Are you sure it's not dollars? Because I just think
She
that
wants it to be dollars, so you think
if I'm being
far.
honest here, once I cross 1 billion naira, I won't be using. I'll change currency.
Exactly.
So
That's the vision.
that's where we're starting from.
Don't worry.
Let me see. A house here, house there, investment. It will change me.
Imagine when the money comes.
Real. Billions.
5 billion, Gemini. And you want fractional ownership with Vira properties. Vira, I'm coming for all the properties. Gemini will have to come through me for fractional ownership. That 10% that you gave me, we'll have to settle that.
I just want to say that even though you're beefing me, that I will still go and buy the properties.
You will come through me.
Without coming through your own I don't know. But I like that. And one of the reasons why I really like this is that You know, as women, you used to have some sort of money here and there. You may not be able to get like the entire
Money.
like the 10%. So if I leave 10% of the 61 million, it's 6.1 million. If I leave 10% of the 45 million, it's 4.5. Oh, I got this math. People will not laugh at me. So we don't have to get like the lump sum. You can do like 30% initial and then spread. I heard that you can even do as little as, depending on the property you pick, you can subsequent payments can be as little as 100 or like 200k. So I'm gonna say, if you are currently saving now, you know that when you are saving to a goal, this is ginger. So let's say you are already currently saving now. So just gather that 30%, put it inside the fractional ownership. Then every month
You balance.
before you know, you have 5 units like me.
Real estate profile.
My real estate portfolio is not really fat and shapeless. You know what that means? You know what that means? It means that Vira properties have said that the barrier of entry is too large.
Yeah.
Let's bring it up. You know how they used to do all those? You can't jump.
And then
When it always comes here like this, you can jump. That's what you do.
oh.
So yeah, are you currently saving?
Grace of God.
Cookie saving nothing. Cookie, I don't hear anything.
Do you think to be sitting here right now? You know what? I've saved my life.
I'm supposed to.
Saving money.
Director, please go.
Right, are you currently saving?
There's always money for the things that I need essentially.
Economy of not genuine. You say what?
No, so I know that I have to go out every day, and so there's money for that. If you bring up an emergency, that's on you. So I don't know if that counts as saving up.
That's not saving. That's budget.
I've tried.
That's not saving. That's
Tried.
but that's alright.
I save. I save. You know that I don't save. I save for rainy days. But it ends up raining the next day. The next day it starts
At
to
least
rain.
you saved for 24 hours.
Yes. It's not easy.
So you see the reason why I tell you people that I'll buy 5 units?
What do you mean by that?
Because I do actually save.
How do you know that?
You're saving.
Yes. Yes.
Where's the proof? Where's the proof?
See my hands, see my skin.
What do you mean by that?
You don't know that good skin is proof that.
You're eating your money.
No, I refuse that. I save money. I save money in real estate.
Okay.
I save money in mutual funds. Yeah. I save money in piggy vest.
That's savings. The others are
I
not
say
saving.
saving now. No, you're saving no, for real. You're saving. No, the real estate might be investment.
The mutual
The
fund.
mutual fund is saving now. You're saving money in the mutual fund. It's investment too.
It's neither here
Yeah,
nor there.
No investment.
This is Vira properties. Let's not call this. But as well.
So my point is that I'm saving money in A. I'm saving money in B. I'm also saving money in C. And if I think about it, I also have something that I can sell that will give me money.
That's not saving.
It's assets.
Okay.
Okay.
That will give me money to start my factory.
What was the question, please?
I forgot to
Like, can you imagine?
No, my point is that if we actually want to take this fractional ownership seriously,
Yeah.
it means that we should have a bank already that we're
Oh.
saving, so that we can save that initial 10% and use it to start the investment, the portfolio building for the fractional ownership. That's what I'm asking.
I say I save. Oh, I save.
But
We
you
all
have
save.
up to that 30%.
No, I do not.
We all save.
But I save.
These people do not save.
I do. What am I trying to convince you?
So let's not dwell on this tonight. Once we're done with it, let's just go to Vira properties and we'll see
Who saves more?
saves.
I'll.
No be by church or
No.
church.
Please join us.
You will share working.
In case there's no money in this. We can start
Now it's church.
No working.
Let us go there.
And show the actual working.
Can I just tell you your rainbow?
An investment is just one call away.
What do you mean by that?
With this, we end this video. So as it is now that Cookie has told us that investment is
Just a call away.
Call away.
I'll be there to save.
Can you imagine?
And that's what we get it started, we get it.
So, but I'll call.
That's how you call.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll now go for site inspection.
I'll sign my page.
Which one is mine?
No, it's fractional.
It's fractional. We're all doing that. We are saving.
Certificate of my own
Of
fraction.
your own, yes.
Yes. Okay. What she said. So we'll just go to Instagram, Vira properties, and then make inquiries and book the gateway inspection.
Yeah.
And then we are on our way to building our related
Folio.
Watch it.
I just want to tell you that I did not come to Abuja to Crown Bridge. And this
Or
is
green
all
card
the
taxi.
like, and green taxi. So because of that, I'm going to let's go.
Alright, before we go, just so you know, in case maybe everything is said and I did not get anything, please get this. This is for young professionals out there. You want to buy a house for the first time, you want to buy a property,
For your wife,
this
your
is for you,
girlfriend.
right? And to my women out there, this is to help support yourself. Beyond the flowers, there are other gifts that with time you see their value. You see the value, right? It grows over time. And then before you know, you don't turn a one lady or something of your own, right? So I know we are all about posting my man got me this or that. But why not upgrade? And then instead of posting you're rolling your keys.
Do you get?
Or something like that. Right? And then these things grow because it's I don't think I've heard anybody buy a house and then they're selling it lesser.
Lesser, yes.
No,
It's
it's
not
not
possible.
Not possible. Right? So please, I am emphasizing on this because we are women and I am very keen on women doing very good by themselves. Or with
Sisterhood.
the help of whoever they have supporting them. Right? So ladies, by the power vested on all of us.
What's on my two hands?
I don't even know the facts.
We're about to go to Vira.
I want to go and get our own. And so, no, because we need to lead by example.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yes, we
If
do.
we not do it, so how will they do it?